Hi all, in this video we will see Test Automation Framework Part 7. As part of this video we are going to see what is continuous integration, what is Jenkins, why to use Jenkins, create job in Jenkins, we will see all these things. So what is continuous integration? Continuous integration is a development practice where developers integrate code into a shared repository frequently, preferably several times a day. While automated testing is not strictly part of CI, it is typically implied. One of the key benefits of integrating regularly is that you can detect errors quickly and locate them more easily, as each change introduced is typically small. Pinpointing the specific change that introduced a defect can be done quickly. So, continuous integration means daily basis you can check your development code frequently to the cloud, you can see. So it is not part of testing, actually it is a development practice. So in a single day there may be so many check-ins in the sense so many code deployments through what is a cloud, that is called might be Git. There are so many other options but we are using Git, right? So to Git, a developer may check in code daily basis in a day so many times. So whenever he checks latest build to the Git, then from testing perspective we can immediately verify that build by running automation scripts. How you can do that? So in continuous integration means whenever there is a new build, we will run our test cases on that. Then immediately we can find the bugs. We can immediately inform the same thing to the developer. Then he can easily fix that. Okay, this is an automated process. To achieve this continuous integration, we'll use Jenkins. Jenkins is an open source automation tool written in Java with plugins built for continuous integration purpose. Jenkins is used to build and test your software projects continuously, making it easier for developers to integrate changes to the project and making it easier for users to obtain a fresh build. It also allows you to continuously deliver your software by integrating with a large number of testing and deployment technologies. So just what we discussed, the same thing it is telling, but to achieve this we'll use Jenkins. Okay, to achieve this we'll use Jenkins. We can say that Jenkins is one of the tools to achieve continuous integration and continuous development. So the people normally called CI and CD, continuous integration, continuous development. Whenever a fresh build comes, we'll automatically run our test case on that. Then immediately we can send a mail that if there is a failure or pause, whatever it may be, the build information we can inform to the stakeholders, that is it may be your project manager or developers or client, whatever it may be, whoever configured in that mail, everybody will get the information of that particular build. Okay, that is the advantage when you use Jenkins to automate your test cases execution. With Jenkins, organizations can accelerate the software development process through automation. Jenkins integrates development lifecycle process of all kinds, including build, document, test, package, stage, deploy, static analysis, and much more. Alright, whenever you inform the same information to everybody, then they will look into that what is the issue. Jenkins achieves CI with the help of plugins. Plugins allows the integration of various DevOps stages. If you want to integrate a particular tool, you need to install the plugins for the tool. For example, Git, HTML publisher, etc. So Jenkins will support so many plugins. So if you are using Git, for that you need to install some Git plugin. If you want to publish your HTML reports, you need to use HTML publisher plugin. So you have a number of plugins according to your requirement. you can install that plugin and you can use from Jenkins. Okay, this is all about Jenkins theoretically, but how you will get Jenkins into your machine, okay, how you will integrate with your GitHub, how you will execute all these things, we'll look into that. So in order to use Jenkins, first we need to download Jenkins var file. For that, I'll go to Google, I'll search Jenkins. Jenkins.io is official website. Go there. You'll have download option. Click on download. Then you'll have long-term support weekly. So when you go to long-term support, it will be stable. So here you will have generic Java package. So as it is developed using Java, so it is platform independent. You can use it with any operating system. It may be Windows, Linux, Mac. I'm using Mac. But the process is same for all the operating systems. So just click on this file. It will get download. So it is 72.4 MB. It will take bit time to download. Once you download this var file, you need to go to that particular folder where it is. So I think it's finished. Go to file. This is the one. I'll copy. I'll go to where I am placing everything. Here I have. I'll place here. I already have older version. I'll replace that. I replaced that. Now what you need to do, right? So then you need to go to particular folder where it is, that is in Selenium. So go to the terminal of that folder. If it is Windows, you can go to the command prompt. Here terminal, go to that particular location. You see I'm in that Selenium. Just type ls. You will find Jenkins.var. Okay. So you need to execute this. Then how will you execute this? Right. So for that you need to run one command called Java hyphen space Java space hyphen jar space Jenkins.var. Java hyphen jar Jenkins.var means Java space hyphen jar space Jenkins.var. This is the command you need to run by going into particular folder where my Jenkins.var is. So then simply hit enter. Then it will try to run the Jenkins.var. It will take a bit time. Let it run. Something it is saying started initialization, listed all plugins. It will take some time to start the Jenkins. Yeah, now you see that when it is done, you see Jenkins is fully up and running. If you are getting this one means now it is success, the Jenkins started. Okay, so you need to wait for this message Jenkins is fully up and running, otherwise there may be some issue. Okay, now I'll go to my browser. There what you need to do, localhost colon, you need to say 8080. Jenkins will run on 8080 port by default. Okay, when you hit enter, this site can't be reached, so we'll look into that. So I'll freshly run again, localhost colon 8080. I closed the tab and again fresh tab, and I'm using the same localhost colon 8080. Hit enter. Then you see that you'll get welcomes to Jenkins username and password, and then password you'll get here from somewhere. I think you will get in while it is running, it will give you the password. You should get here. If you are not getting here, there is another way. So for that, what you need to do, you need to go to where your Jenkins is. Usually Jenkins will be in your user directory. Mine is Krishna Sakinala. So there you will find .jenkins folder. If it is Windows also, same thing, go to your user, then you will find .jenkins. Inside the .jenkins, you just search for one of the folders called your secrets. Okay, go to the secrets folder. Inside this you will have one of the file called initial admin password. Try to open with this notepad or text edit. So when you open this, open with text edit, you see you will find the password here. You copy this, it will be very big, some random number. Close this, go to your, and the username is admin, and paste the password, sign in. You see that it will go to, this is my, already I have some projects here, but it will go here, but you are finding some green color, all these things, right? But this is, I applied some theme to get a bit rich look, but initially the Jenkins look will be very old kind of UI. So Jenkins UI screenshot, you just search like this, go to images, so you will find this kind of UI. You see that this kind of UI, you will not find any colors, but I applied some theme, Jenkins material theme, something like that. I applied this theme to get the bit rich look, but initially it will be something like this. Okay, do not bother about that, that is just UI. So once you come here, in the left side you will find I have given some logo, all those things, but initially you will not find all these things. You see, this is the UI you will get. So here left side you will have some manage Jenkins, credentials, prior relationship, and the right side you see here all the projects you have, means new, what is it, these are new items. When you say new item, when you create some item, it will find, you will find here. Okay, so now we'll see how to create a job in Jenkins. Alright, we have seen that what is continuous integration, what is Jenkins, why to use Jenkins. So now we'll see create a job. How you will create a job, you need to click on new item. So you just give some name, and you see that you have freestyle project, Maven project, all these things. But initially you will not get Maven project. Maven project is what? It's a plugin. So how you will get a plugin? Go to the previous window. Here you will find manage Jenkins. click on manage Jenkins, and here when you scroll you will find once again manage Jenkins. Okay. Click on this, then you will find updates, available, installed, advanced plugins. You need to go to available. You need to search here Maven plugin. Okay, so then what you will get, I already installed, you will get it in the installed. You see Maven integration plugin. Okay, at the same time you can add a GitHub plugin. Okay, so come to available. If you say Maven integration, so you are getting some other thing, pipeline Maven integration, but this is normal in Maven integration. So I already installed, that is the reason it is not showing there. But if you not installed, you will get Maven integration plugin. Just click on install. You check this one checkbox, install without restart. Okay, you install without restart. Then you will find, when you click on new item, you will find Maven project. So we'll give the same name what we have given in the here, hybrid framework with POM. I will say refactor rename. So I'll copy from here, cancel, go to your here. Okay, select Maven project here and click OK. You see that you will have n number of options here, tabs, a description. This is a demo to show how to run Selenium scripts through Jenkins. You can, it's optional. It's optional. You can give, you cannot, but I'm just giving you some description. Then go to source code management. Wherever source code management, normally we'll use it from Git, right? So you need to add Git plugin also. Just add Git plugin. When you add Git plugin, you will find this. Click on Git. You see, it will ask repository URL. Okay, repository URL. You need to get the URL. Okay, that I'll show. After that, if it is a POM, you need to build. You need to find the goals, where the goals are. What are the goals you need to perform? Okay, so that you can see email notifications. But that we'll see. So then save. Okay, simply I'll save now. Once you save, you will get something like this. From here, if you say build now, okay, if it is starting the build, here you'll find build history. When you click on this, and you'll find one of the options called console output. Click on console output. You see finished failure, null value not allowed as an environment variable, some git URL, all these things. So we have not provided any git URL where the code is. So that is the reason it is not finding that information, it is not executing, it will fail. That is expected, but I'm just showing that how to run. Go to back to project, then go to configure again, then you'll find the same information. You need to give source code management option here. Okay, so now we'll come into Jenkins again, but before that, first we'll go to how you can execute your scripts through Maven first. Okay, once it is executing Maven, then the same thing can be executed here using the Maven plugin. So first we'll see manually or you can execute your scripts using Maven. Then we'll come back to the Jenkins. Okay, first go to your Eclipse. So previously we are executing testng run as testng suite, right? So it is failing. It is failing. See, not even failure, skips to, there is some configuration failure. So we'll see what is that. Go to this testng tab in the init. What it is saying, file not found exception, users Krishna Sakinala, Eclipse Workspace, hybrid framework, source main Java, resources, testdata.xlsx, no such file or directory. In this location I am not finding testdata.xlsx, and we are executing all the steps, means test cases from the testdata.xlsx, right? We are controlling from there, right? So what we need to do then, I'll see that, you see it is hybrid framework. In the resources I have testdata.xlsx, even though it is not finding. What happened? First we'll see by going into this location, users Krishna Sakinala. So users, I'll close this. Eclipse Workspace, open that. So inside this, even I'm not finding my project. You see, I'm getting only Selenium demo, which we use to demonstrate normal Selenium API. But after creating the framework, you see, I'm not getting here the location. Then what happened? So when you upload your project into Git, right, that time it created one more workspace in the Git, the local workspace we discussed, right? So where it is? Go here. You will find one of the options called Git here. You see Git. When you open there, you see that hybrid framework with POM here. When you go to source, main Java, resources, you will find testdata.xlsx. Okay. So now the location moved. That is the reason it is not able to find. Okay. Be careful when you working with the Git, all these things. So now what I can do? Okay. So to resolve that, we hard coded this location, right? So instead of this, I'll go to the base test. What I did, I said users Krishna Sakinala, Eclipse Workspace, hybrid framework, source main Java, all these things. So when you hard code this is not a best practice. When you give your project to somebody, means the other person is working with Windows, they will not find this kind of pattern, right? They'll have C colon or D colon, something like that. So that time it will not execute. So to avoid this, we'll make it dynamic. So from the source, it is common for everybody, right? The folder structure, but this is not common. So till here, I'll remove, instead of that, I'll use dot, a dot. Dot represents current directory. What is my current directory? Hybrid framework with POM. That is my current directory. Inside that, source, main, Java, resource, testdata.xlsx. Okay. So when you follow this kind of convention, then there is no need to bother about the location of your files. Dot represents your current directory. Okay. So now I'll try to execute again testng.xml, run as testng suite. You will get the same issue, but this time if you go, file not found exception, but the file is config.properties, not testdata.xlsx. The reason is you have the same way, you see config.properties also same problem. So here also I will change till here with a dot. Okay, in the current directory, source main Java, resources, and then config.properties. Now we'll try to execute once again. Then if there is any kind of issues with the same file not found exception, we'll get to know that. Okay. Now it started executing, so everything is fine. So let it execute. We'll see whether it is working fine or not. Then we'll move to the next step. So it's working fine till place order it came. So it is intended. After that it will close. So now again I'm getting some issue, it seems. Null pointer exception. Okay, that we already saw that there is some other issue, but that is not causing any issues to our test cases. You see that it is passed and this is skipped as the run mode is N, then fine, right? So but I feel somewhere also the same thing. You see that error screenshots everything. I'm hard coding, so I'll remove this one also. Okay, so and the same way what we need to do, this one also we hard coded, right? Krishna volumes side drivers. So what we'll do, we'll move those two somewhere here. I'll create in the source main Java, I'll create a package, otherwise I'll create a folder, new folder, I'll say drivers. Okay, finish. So I'll copy paste those things. So where it is, driver side, Gecko driver, Chrome driver. Otherwise it will be in your local machine, it is pointing to your local machine, but when you executing through Git and Jenkins, it will not find it is in this location. That is the reason we'll copy these things. We'll go to drivers, I'll paste here. Okay, I'm finding here. So what I'll do, I'll go to the properties. First I'll copy from here the path. TL drivers, Chrome driver, right? I'll paste here. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll simply change it to dot or before say dot, right? And the same way what I'll do, till here in the drivers, Chrome driver, I'll remove this. I need Gecko driver, and the same way I'll change it to dot, right? Now we'll give a try once again whether it is taking from here or not. So testng.xml run as testng suite. I think some issue, we'll see that the driver is not executable. I think you see that the folder path is giving dot again. I don't know exactly, but what I'll do, I'll see it is giving some extra space, right? I'll simply remove this. We'll try like that. So I'll run again. Again some issue, we'll look into that. So the driver executable does not exist in this folder. We have this one, right? But I think, okay, we'll go to this folder and see what is happening. Oh, it is showing some text editor document, but this is not the one, right? We are looking. I'll remove this. I'll go to the location where these are. Where are those drivers? Sorry. I'll copy 2 items. I'll go to the location here, paste 2 items. Yeah, now it looks like the executable file. Previously when we copied from there, it became some other format. So now I think I'll refresh this. Properties. Once again I'll go and see. So now it is perfect, it seems. Now I'll try to execute, run as testng suite. Again failed. The driver executable does not exist. Why it is giving run as testng.xml? Yeah, this time you see it is executing. We need to put the dot, but previously because of that not executable files, so I'm getting some issue. So I'm closing this. I just want to check this. So put a dot here. Right. Now everything is fine. Now it is executing from testng.xml file. We fixed all the issues. Right. We made it very dynamic. Okay. And Chrome driver and Gecko driver also we moved to our project. From there we are giving the reference. So if you move this entire folder structure to other system also, even into other operating system also, you will never get any failures. So we made it that much dynamic. Okay. Now this is not available with Git. So first what we'll do, right click, team, so commit. You see that there are a number of changes. You add those changes. Right. The Chrome driver base test is changed. So made all file paths dynamic and added executable jar files into the project workspace. Right. So simply I'm giving that commit and push. It will ask credentials. Login. It will take a bit time. So let's wait until you get the pop-up that finished or complete. Still pushing to hybrid framework, 73% completed. Yeah, it's done. Right, push it to this one and close. And you see that the question, previously we have question mark, that question mark means it is not synced with your Git. Now it is synced with your Git. Okay, so now we are seeing that we fixed so many things and we are able to execute it from testng.xml file. So in our next video we'll see how to execute same thing from the pom.xml. Then only we can execute same thing from our from the Jenkins Maven project is there, right? From there you can execute the same thing. We'll see that how to do that. Okay, first we'll see manually how we can execute through pom.xml, then we'll show everything from the Jenkins. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.